How's everybody doing?
Awesome.
Good.
Oh, good, thank you.
Oh, sorry. I was curious, and maybe we're picking up from like Sarah was talking a little bit about. But she said that there's a witch in the writers' room.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit about it?
Sounds like a horror movie.
There's a witch in the writers' room. He's fantastic. I'm trying to think which episode he wrote. He wrote episode 4. And I guess it's nice for everybody to know that we have this, authentic input. And of course, he can't speak for magic across like all cultures, which is something that we want to do. But at least for that particular episode and the type of magic that we're looking at, I'm not going to lie, it was a challenge. I had to learn a new language. Obviously not a whole language, but I was like, I need to be good at this. I really want to do a good job. So yeah, for me, I think, and across everything that we do, I really hope that, because we talk about our show, we're feminist and political and inclusive and we're diverse and they kind of can sound like buzzwords. For me, just as a human, not an actor, it's really important to me that we actually care and we're actually doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do, not just because it's a buzzword that we can market our show and say, oh, we're this, we're that. It's important to me that we actually, what is it? Walk the walk and talk the walk. Thank you. And I hope that we can keep that up, because I think if you're authentic and you truly care, it makes for better scripts, it makes for better actors, and so I'm glad that we have that voice in the writers' room.
So what's something that you're most excited for the audience to see?
I'm really excited for me as well as an actor, because I never get to play with that sort of stuff, but I'm really excited for the audience to see who Macy is and what her kind of background is, and how, why she's a half sister and why she comes back, and kind of Macy's history. I'm really excited to see that.
Have they kind of filled you in on what the background is?
Yes.
You're doling it out.
It was so good. Honestly, when they told me, I was like, and then I ran to the other girls and was like, have they told you yet? Just because I wanted to tell them what mine was. It was really cool.
That's what I was going to ask. How does their difference in growing up play into the overall arc of the first season?
I don't know if I can tell you. Certainly for, to come in, Macy being a half sister, she's kind of awkward and not very good. I think we like this idea of trying to find the witch life balance, and how being a witch can kind of mess with your life as well as being this great responsibility. And for Macy, a lot of the things that you see her struggling with, I think she would have struggled with without being a witch anyway. She's not great with the human connection. It's interesting to play those scenes of seeing her learning how to be a sister and learning how to navigate and negotiate other people's feelings as well as her own. Suddenly having all, coming into contact with these new people and everything being such high stakes is kind of a bit of a catalyst for her to have a look inside instead of just, being very logical and methodical and scientific. So it's nice to see a character kind of battle with that a little bit.
In the original series of Charmed, the mother of the three witches played a pretty central role in the show. She was there pretty regularly. Are we going to see the Vera sisters' family?
We do see her.
You meet her in the pilot.
You meet her in the pilot. You'll see her again.
And I'm guessing the fathers at some point are going to play some pivotal
Yes,
roles.
I'm really excited to figure out how that is. I think at the moment, I don't know if it's going to change, but they're interested in this notion that, like we say, trying to strike the witch-life balance. That for Marisol, it messed with her life, and I've seen some criticism at the idea of us all having different fathers. Which I'm like, shame on you for trying to shame people for having, children with multiple partners. It's nobody's business. But I think it's cool that we're trying to take the angle of how does being a witch kind of mess with your real life, and how difficult would it be to hold down a relationship with someone who maybe isn't magical, and how does it. I think having relationships are hard anyway on people, and so to have the extra kind of responsibility / burden of being a really powerful witch. How does that change your life for good or for bad? So I think it's a really interesting angle to play, and hopefully at some point we'll get to explore not just who our fathers are, but like what those relationships were. I think it gives us more scope to have more interesting characters.
Will they also have other half siblings that are outside, or is that something
I don't know.
to talk about?
I mean, I feel like definitely Macy could, but then so could, it's one of those things where with the shows you think you have all the given circumstances, you think oh well, this is this and this is that, but no, there's always room for secrets and lies.
You had sort of mentioned that the witch in the writer's room didn't know much about other cultures, but that you wanted to incorporate that into the show. So is there a mythology that you would like to see introduced that hasn't been introduced yet?
Yes, I do want to say he might know loads about other witchy cultures. I feel bad for saying that he knows nothing, but just he has a kind of specialty. I think it's Wiccan, but I might be wrong. So sorry, Marcos, if I just shout all over. Other cultures. I mean, for me, it's like the only way I can liken it is like I enjoy living in a metropolitan city, because to me, to have lots of different cultures brings a richness to my life that if I'm just in a kind of a one people place, it feels weird to me. And I didn't grow up like that. I didn't grow up in a metropolitan place, but I've just found that it's what makes me most comfortable to be able to. I guess it's like, I think it breeds empathy, and so that's why I want us to have those elements in our show. And as to what specific, I'm like, give me all of them. I want to meet a witch from Tokyo, and I really think we can do that. So yeah, that's why I think it's important, and also because it would be really cool. I want to know, and also for the audience as well. Imagine being able to see that part of you, or like that part of your aunt represented. I just think it's a really kind of cool way, and also it gives us the opportunity to employ lots of different people who maybe don't get to work on shows all the time.
That's great.
Thank you ever so much, everybody.
Thank you.
I'm so excited to see where you guys take this. I'm so
thank
happy
you.
that you're back on my TV.
Oh.
I miss you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Bye.